We hear the word dysfunction a lot, but what exactly does it mean? We hear the word dysfunction a lot, but what exactly does it mean and what does it look like? So when you grow up in a family that has normalized dysfunction, it's very difficult to identify and see your own dysfunction. Since we adopt these patterns at a very early age, it kind of gets normalized into our brains and our nervous systems, how we relate to others in the world and to ourselves. So we can't really be objective with our own dysfunctional patterns, which can be very frustrating when we can't get our needs met or be loved or be nurtured in the way we need to or be with healthy people. We can end up sabotaging it or be overly demanding or critical or abandoning relationships that maybe are good for us because we can't get out of our own way. So families actually can insulate the dysfunction, and that's why it can take years. And as you grow and become an adult, you can learn and self-reflect and kind of question the patterns that we do and take ownership, so we can actually start seeing our own dysfunction and taking ownership of it, so we can show up in better ways and have healthier relationships, not only with romantic partners, with friends and other family members that are willing to change those dynamics. Also, if you choose to be a parent one day, with your children, and also the relationship with yourself. Growing up in dysfunctional family patterns can be very challenging, and it can affect all aspects of your life. So not in addition to relationships, your work environment and how you work with people, your mental, physical health, everything can be affected by these dynamics. So it's really important to find ways to cope and navigate out of these dysfunctional patterns. And there is ways to do that so you can thrive and learn how to have healthier dynamics with yourself and others. So some ways to start to do that is, number one, you really want to work on looking at the reality of the situation, acknowledging what is happening and how people are showing up. And there may be some people in your life that may not change, and that's hard. So that's going to take some time to come around and acknowledge and come to peace with. Another thing is starting to set boundaries. What am I okay with and what am I not okay with? And another way is to help is to seek support, whether with a therapist or a friend, to help kind of anchor you and to help guide you that you're making good decisions. Because when you're trying to break old dysfunctional patterns, it can be very, very overwhelming and confusing, and you can feel alone in that experience. And to remind yourself that you are not alone. And many, many people go through this, and a lot of people are healing dysfunctional patterns from their families that have been normalized for generations. So when you are breaking out of patterns that have been so normalized to your ancestors or to your family or to the people that raised you, that's going to feel very isolating, because you're going to feel like the black sheep sometimes. And you need support to help yourself through that when you're breaking these patterns, because you can feel like you're kind of kicked out on the island. So finding that support is really important. And also another way to help you through this is to regulate yourself and your nervous system through some self-care. So whether that means stepping away if it gets too much, or going on walks and journaling, doing some maybe some physical exercise and doing some meditation. Obviously seeking out some therapy if you feel like that's helpful for you. And they're really just reminding yourself that it doesn't always have to be this way. There's ways to shift out of it, and there's light at the end of the tunnel, so you can have really nurturing, loving, caring relationships that don't come from a place of dysfunction or abuse or neglect or passive aggressiveness, codependency, whatever it is. There's other ways to exist than what your body and your brain is normalized from your upbringing. If you need any extra support or help, we are here to help you at Hanson Complete Counseling. This is what we help people with every single day. Breaking old patterns so you can show up in the world as the best version of yourself. Our team of therapists are here to support you on your journey. We offer a complimentary 15-minute phone call with one of our therapists to make sure it's a good fit for you. And we are here to support you. Remember, you do not have to do this alone. It makes it so much harder when you do that. So if it's not with a therapist or working with us, find a friend or somebody you can confide in to help support you through this. If you want to get more information, you can reach us today at 813-333-1425, or you can sign up on our website at anisahanson.com, and you fill out a free form and we'll reach out to you by the end of the day. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day.